let's just say weird, but cool. I can't do anything with that. That's gonna suck. I figured it'd be another one of these. Introduction. Okay, thankfully it's not that long. Welcome to the Scholia Arcana. You, like so many others before you, have assumed the monumental task of exploring the many facets of magic. This examination is normally given to initiates upon the first year of their studies. It's intended to serve as an introduction to our practices and methods concerning magic. The information contained within is sealed against unofficial usage, so rest assured that reading this will not result in your unofficial demise. In the pages of this tome, you will embark upon an adventure of knowledge. Your quest is perhaps the greatest of all callings, the study of magic itself. The mages of our order have always been those ready to endure the rigors of research. The tests will introduce the foundation of magical inquiry, a process which you will find integral to your study during your time in Scholia Arcana. Now, to begin this examination, you must go to the Rathier Chapter House courtyard. There you will find a statue of a woman. Go and observe the statue. Okay.
Hello.
That one? That looks like a woman, sure. Consult the text. Yeah, too many things. Lesson 1. Eleanor Bria was one of the founders of the Order. Sorcerer Bria was born some 800 years ago in a life of bondage. She was blind and lives far from the Glen Suzanne. She suffered under rule of a dictator, Sirius Indanus, yet she, like you, possessed a natural talent for magic. And Bria harnessed this gift to not only escape slavery, but to ultimately free Arethel of Sidana's rule. She did this through discipline, through a determined commitment to learning the ways of the arcane. Eleanor Brie represents hope to our students. The first lesson to learn from Eleanor is one for all of our order. Brie was but one of the founders. Because she was the only one gifted with the use of magic, some consider her the true progenitor of the Scholar Arcana. But here, were it not for her allies, she would never have succeeded. With other statues in the courtyard represent the other two founders of Scholia Arcana. Remember them well, for it is your quest to become as great as Sorceress Brie herself. You will undoubtedly need the help of others. The second lesson to learn from Eleanor Brie is at the heart of magical study. Eleanor was among the first sorcerers to standardize the use of elements in her spellcasting. Before her, magic was a mysterious and imperfect practice. Even the ancient Order of Ash, one of the oldest societies of magic users in all of Amalur, were as wild and ungoverned then as we are orderly and precise today. Eleanor Brie showed us a better way. She linked these elements, energies, into a singular rubric. The three elements of fire, frost, and lightning were categorized, and the art of evocation finally realized. Were it not for her understanding, we would hardly be able to command magic as we do today. The third and final lesson to learn here is that of discipline. Eleanor Brie was not born a usurper. She did not become one of the most powerful mages in all of Phalanx in the course of a day. It did not happen accidentally, but through years and years of intense practice. If it is your wish to become similarly proficient, you must devote yourself to learning as she did. This will require hours of reading each day. It will involve dangerous and sometimes terrifying experiences. It will test your will and patience as no other obstacle can. And should you be able to continue this regimen, you will undoubtedly become as great as Eleanor Brie herself. Indeed, most applicants of the Scholia Arcana cannot face their potential. Those that can rarely achieve it. Until now, none have been able to surpass their potential, but this may change with you. The next part of this lesson, you must go to Rathier Bridge, stand there, and contemplate the bridge. I hope this sounds like a lot of reading already.
Greetings.
We're gonna see what's up with this dude first.
The mage who hesitates is lost. You must be confident. You must strike. A newly recruited student.
Wouldn't really call himself a mage.
Please join us. We're simply preparing for some field research.
Your eyes are big. So who are you? What's your story?
I oversee the training of initiates here in the Rathir chapter. Defensive work, mostly. To protect themselves while doing research or going on expeditions.
What about the Arcana?
Magic is reaching all races. If we do not know what its limitations and strengths are, then we are in for darker times.
Anything cool about your chapter?
There are a number of advantages to basing ourselves in Rathir. The plains are among the most magical of the regions in these lands. And we receive special patronage from the Orbicant, the rules of Rathir, for the purposes of furthering the study of magic.
What's going on?
Part of the training involves sending initiates to Gloam Thicket, a Fey Hollow and a Katha. It gives my pupils first-hand experience with Fey magics. Now that I think of it, I believe you're overdue for some field research yourself. Care to investigate?
Sure. What's wrong with the Gloom Thicket?
I try to give the initiates some perspective on the scope and types of magic. Part of this involves seeing the magic of the Fey. Gloam Thicket was an ideal spot for them to observe Fey magic. But lately, they haven't been returning. Something's preying on the initiates.
I'll do it.
Like I said, it's in the Akatha. Given the environment and the presence of Morgan, I'd say a Banshane priestess has awakened. Dangerous things. I suggest fireballs to the head repeatedly until it stops moving.
So what about the thicket?
It's nestled in the flooded plains of Akatha. Never used to be more than Morgan there, but now it's something more serious.
What do I do when I get there?
Find the Banshane priestess that's killing our initiates, and put it down.
Good working with you, bro. Dormitory. I wonder what quest leads me in here. Oh, look, a bookshelf with a book on it, I'm sure. Of course. Not in the library, obviously, but here, sure.
You are seeking healing? Let me see what I can do.
What do you know about healing?
Healing is a discipline that not many choose to pursue here. There is a stigma that it is a craft for village elders and common folk. But it involves mastery of spellcraft, alchemy, and anatomy. Many simply lack the patience needed to learn these works.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What's your story?
I joined the Order to become a battle mage, but I quickly learned the horrors of such magic. I elected to study healing instead.
Are you from the city?
I've lived in Rathir my whole life. This is the heart of the Alfar, the center of the world.
What about all that? What about the school?
I came to the Order years ago, eager to learn how magic can be used to help the mortal races. Stay safe.
Good chatting with you.
Hello.
Let's see what we can steal around here. That sword. That sucked more. Good thing there's a healer right here. No lasting effects. My favorite. One more. Let's see what we can do here, chat. See if we can do 4 for 4. 4 for 4. Now I want Wendy's. Just a bunch of robes, man. This place sucks. That's a lot of despelling for some robes.
I have healing abilities if
Well, then heal me.
you seek some aid. If you need me again, I'll be here.
I like how she was teleported first and then I was teleported. That was weird. So I guess we'll jump over and see what is going on the other side. Definitely in for shops. Maybe they have some upgrades I need. They have a bunch of trainers. Looks like at least 3.
Greetings.
Yeah. Bunch of trainers. Let's go to the shop first. See if they got anything good, like a backpack.
If you're on any assignment for the Order, I would make sure you're properly outfitted before you start.
Your weapons are awful, your armor's worse, and you do have a backpack. Thank you. But I would prefer, like, some lockpicks. Like, is that a thing? Can you get some lockpicks up in here? No. I'll say, do I have stuff to sell? I do. So who are you, my fine friend?
I provide all members of the Scholia Arcana with the tools and items their training might require of them.
Cool. You like the city?
Largest city on the continent. At least it was once, before the gnomes refused to quit adding to Odessa.
Doesn't surprise me. What about school?
Worked here my whole life. I've seen things shocking enough to make you blind. It takes a certain kind to last long in this order, I think. I'll be around if you need me.
You were definitely a bro. And I appreciate my new backpack upgrade. Before we go there, let's go. I have a couple questions. First question.
Well, I'm
What do you
done with
teach?
my formal lecture, but I am always happy to discuss the art of sagecrafting, if that's what you're
Sagecrafting is
looking
maxed
for.
out, so you can't really help me. So who are you?
There is much that goes into the study of sagecrafting, but though some obsess with the practical forms, I devote myself to its theoretical elegance.
Well, then you suck. What do you think is the chapter here?
Oh dear, it seems that I've had my symposium scheduled at the same time as Earth and Nara's lecture. She's going to be cross.
I don't know what it has to do with the chapter here. What about school?
Magic is more powerful than it ever has been. And who is more important in such a time as now than the Scholia Arcana? Attend to your studies.
I think this dude's an idiot. He, definitely sounds like an idiot. Magic is definitely not the strongest it's ever been. Currently. Okay, if you say, oh, I'm sure this person is despelling,
Wards
correct?
can be a tricky thing if you don't know how to handle them.
What? That sucks. Tell me about dispelling.
It's rather alarming, it seems, that more mages know how to create wards than undo them.
Who are you?
I am but a humble practitioner of the arts of dispelling. I share my knowledge with all who wish to learn.
What about this chapter?
The Rathia chapter certainly manages to provide the resources we need, be they financial, academic, or even personal. Another time.
don't even want to pick these up because I don't know what to do with them. I might not be able to get rid of them at all. Ever. I might be stuck in my inventory forever. Just kind of silly, you know? Okay, so I've already gone there. Let's talk to this guy real fast.
So, a necromancer was behind Melaglia's disappearing villagers. Disturbing. My suspicions regarding your potential were well-founded. You are forthwith promoted to the rank of docent. As a docent, your first order of business is to the west, to speak with a man named Anka Edmure.
So who are you?
I am a savant in our prestigious order. As scholars of the arcane, we are organized into various ranks according to our mastery of magic. Savant is the second highest rank of the order. My responsibilities may be difficult for you to comprehend until you are better versed in exactly what it is we do.
You teach magic. Okay, so Dan, this is not a black can. This is a can of Mountain Dew that happens to be green. And my chrome is kind of currently set to green for my green screen behind me. So it's actually just see-through. So you can like see the writing and stuff on the screen through the can. Because it happens to be the same green as my green screen. Yeah, same thing happens if you wear like a green shirt. I try to refrain from wearing anything like even remotely green, because the second you sit behind the green screen, it just looks odd. There's even like forms of like teal blue and stuff that'll do the same thing. It'll like make your shirt look gray and half see-through. It's kind of weird. Tell me about the Archsage.
He is the most powerful practitioner of magic alive, that we know about at least. Few members of the Order ever get to meet the Archsage, to tell the truth. He's simply too busy doing whatever it is that Archsages do.
What can you tell me about Lyrica Fell?
I imagine it rankled Adept Fell to no end that you were responsible for saving her life. That pleases me.
Tell me about my next task.
You are to liaise with a man named Anka Edmure, a rather enthusiastic sagecrafter from the village of Emer to the west. He often
Pretty sure
sends
I've met him.
reports of mystical occurrences that usually turn out to be exaggerated tales of inebriated fever dreams. His latest cry for help, however, may hold some truth. Go to Emer, speak to the man, and find out what he means by Shardfall has come alive.
Can you tell me more about him?
You wish to know more about him? I believe he is a sagecrafter of some ability.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's a sagecrafter in here.
Ardor for magic is noble, but I fear he has never demonstrated the breadth of skill necessary to warrant an invitation to our order.
He complained about that when I spoke to him.
Let me know when you have figured out what is happening in Shardfall. In the meantime, I will continue studying the rather phenomenal properties of this sunstone. Be well.
Not too bad. Of course I hit one of those. That's weird. Oh, he can unbind gems. I'm like, what is this
I
symbol?
already announced the results of the latest examination. If you missed them, consult one of the other students. Remember,
Jean.
everyone be sure to do the reading.
That's right, that's right. That's cool. Let me guess, you teach
Alchemy
alchemy?
is about creating something worth more than the sum of its parts.
Didn't think so.
You can find me here.
Good day.
past a magical barrier. What kind of garbage is that?
Hello. Hello.
I want that. Okay, so yeah, we're basically done with school, so let's get out of here. Yes. Talk to the other dude about the main story event. See what Agos has been up to since he's chilling there. I wonder if he's gonna be mad we haven't visited Tyr yet.
Good day.
Oh, there's two Fate Weavers in there. Oh, that must be where Agoth went.
What do you want? I'm beset by petitioners these days. Another advocate for this absurd plan to retake Melsenshir, I take it.
You need to listen to Tilara.
Look to Rathir's sister across the strait. Her battered walls, her burned gardens, her back broken from a decade of war. We take in refugees. We send them food that we can spare. We try to ease her pain. But for 10 years, I stood here and watched her die slowly. And now you, a stranger, think to convince me to commit the whole of this city to saving her because our army's greatest failure has recovered some old relic.
Yep. We can save Melsenshir.
Melsenshir stands as Rathir's eastern shield. Even now, nearly broken, she still stands. This city can do nothing for the fortress, but perhaps its people can. The wounded we have here wish to return to fight for the fortress one last time. I'll tell them to meet you at the docks, and take this as well from my own collection. May it be of use to you in the coming battle.
Cool. We know about the Orbocant.
Those who watch and govern Rathir, they sit in secret council. Even their names are unknown, and are thus above corruption and idolatry. Only
also,
I am known, the Elund, their voice.
But it also shrouds them in secrecy, and they can do whatever they want. So, like, how's that better? What do you know about Siege?
You carry with you Rathir's bravest sons and daughters. Realize that if you fail to liberate that withered wall, you will have doomed our city as well.
Kinda okay with that. What about the war?
Do not speak to me of the war. I am the voice of Rathir, not a general or a Fate Weaver, nor Lyria herself, who alone controls the outcome.
What about your city?
Rathir has taken in half of Melsenshir's population as refugees from the war. Orphans fill our poorhouses. They've never seen their parents' city and never will. I realize they long for their home, but they need to accept a painful fact. Rathir is their only home now. Melsenshir is no more.
I think you don't care much for Melsenshir.
The City of Walls is lost to us, and we can afford no more troops for them. Better to muster our forces to counterattack after its fall.
Not exactly wrong. Tell me your story.
I am the Elund, and I speak with the voice of the Orbocant. Within this city, my word is law.
How do you feel about Odessa?
They have delved earthward where we have lifted high. They think no one watches them because they are thus sheltered. The deeper they dig, the higher we will rise.
Another option for Obacon?
They rule Rathir, and they do so from behind a veil. I am their face and their voice.
Different words, but same wording. That's weird. Never seen that before. Where's the boat?
Go to the eastern docks in the lower city and find Captain Dodwin. He will oversee your journey to Melsenshire. Go.
Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna go talk to Agoth. See if he has anything else to say to me. Again, he might just be mad that we never went to Tyr yet. Yet. We will be going there. After the DLC and some other stuff. So I want to talk to you. I want to talk to... Yeah, okay. No. What? I could have swore I saw... Fairly certain I saw another Fate Weaver symbol near this building. Maybe he's outside.